One of your guests' wish lists
Yes.
is Mr. Mark Hamill.
Yes, Luke. So I met Mark Hamill in 2006 on Palm Sunday. It was a voice actor Star Wars convention in Secaucus, New Jersey. Now, I took my son Spencer and we drove down there, and there was a woman there, and I always remember that. She was reaching over for the long box, and she couldn't get all the books in the back. And I was standing there, and I'm always a helpful guy, believe it or not. And I said, "Oh, man, may I help you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to see what books are back there. They're for my husband. He doesn't get to walk the floor because of who he is, but he's a huge comic book fan, and he sends me on these little missions." And it was Mary Lou Hamill, Mark Hamill's lovely wife. And when I went to go meet Mark Hamill, there she was standing there, and my little Spencer and we were the first ones in line. And I remember Spencer met Mark Hamill, and he was just staring at Mark Hamill's hand. And Mark Hamill looked up at me like, "What's going on?" And I said, "Oh, he wants to know how your bionic hand is." And Mark Hamill just went like, "Oh, look how great it looks. It looks so realistic. Look, you can even touch it. It feels like real skin." And Spencer was so scared, and he touched the hand. He's like, "Oh no, but it's okay. It doesn't hurt, and it works perfectly fine, and I could sign things." And then he was just like, oh, the magic of Luke Skywalker. And what you got for, I think it was only $60. It was a bargain back then. You got a photograph with Mark Hamill. You got an autograph with Mark Hamill. That's like hundreds of dollars nowadays. And I let Spencer take the photo. Mark Hamill gets on his knees. He's next to Spencer because he's a little boy. And I'm standing off to the side watching them take the picture. And Mark Hamill looks up and he goes, "Does Dad want to get in the photo?" And I go, "You know it, Luke." And I just jumped in there, and I was like, you see my face. I'm just like, Luke Skywalker. And Spencer's in the middle like. And when we were all said and done, we were leaving, and got the autograph and such. And Spencer took off from my hand, ran down. It was like in a theater. And he ran down the aisle, and he went back up to the stage where Mark Hamill was. And Mark Hamill stopped. He goes, "Oh, Spencer, what's the matter? Is everything okay?" And Spencer put out his hand, and he goes, "Thank you very much for my picture." And Mark Hamill goes, "Oh, you are so welcome, Spencer. Thank you." And he looked at the crowd. He goes, "Look, this kid's got manners. Everybody see that? This is what manners look like, okay?" And he looked at me. He goes, "Raising them good, Dad." And he winked at me and gave me a thumbs up. Let me tell you, to this day, that is one of my greatest memories ever, that Luke Skywalker gave me a thumbs up and told me I was raising my kid right.